Just present PPT or directly go to your demo. Okay.
Okay, sir. Sir, now I share the screen.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Basically. इधर स्क्रीन करना शेयर.
Okay.
So here is my project OGT progress tracker. So this is a web-based application for developing the OGT activities and learning progress. In this, sir, we need to help the trainees for manage their daily tasks, tracks, progress, stop learning, mentor feedbacks, and error logs in a centralized system. So the goal is to improve task management and monitor OGT activities efficiently. So we use some technologies like HTML, CSS, JavaScript, Node.js, and MongoDB. Node.js is for backend, sir. So the project objectives of this is a task daily activities like monitoring long learnings, task every day of internship. We can manage the progress. Uh, the database is stored in MongoDB, and the notes is store like in MongoDB notes section. So the next is 1 second.
You have only 5 minutes.
Okay. Sorry, sir. This is not what.
Just launch your app, add a task.
Okay, sir. Thank you. Okay. Sir, this is my project. This is a dashboard for this will show the analytics of total task pending, in progress, and complete. Whatever one. This is a add task. We can add it task development and date or whatever status of the project. Now this is a show the some added task in this.
Just add a task.
Here is
Add a new task. Demo presentation.
okay. So it can be visible.
Yes, it is visible. Add demo presentation.
Demo present. What understand? Yes. Yes, it development. Okay. Date.
Mm. 31.
Task in progress and task.
No, where can I see the where it's ended?
One second. In progress. Yes, sir.
Okay. So where is that task?
1 second, sir. I think it cannot be added. I had caught one more time. Development. One time. Yes, sir. It is showing there.
Where?
It is completed. Add demo.
Okay.
It is show and we can delete for this.
It was added in pending state, right? How it was completed?
No, I was adding completed. It shows in pending, but I was completed add for adding task.
And
Now we can delete it.
open your MongoDB. Show me these records.
Okay, one second, sir.
E C E 6. 10 seconds are away.
Oh, 1 minute, sir.
Time up.
So we can 1 second, sir, please. Sir, there is some problem.
Hmm.
We can solve it today, sir.
Okay. See, when you say that the OJT progress tracker is completed, first, ba- first when you went about adding a task, the task was not added. Then second time you added a task, the task was added. After adding the task, there was no toast message as such, which would give user an idea that yes, my task was added. So the user experience was not good. And then talking about the Mongo connection, as I can see, there are no connections. So I don't know from where that tasks are getting fetched.
Sorry, sir, but we can. Why tested it to yesterday? It working. Today what happened? I don't know. Sorry, sir.
Hey, no need to apologize. Just one query. Why did you use MongoDB and not relational database?
What, sir?
Why did you use MongoDB and not SQL?
Uh, it is a schema-led database and it is easy to for Node.js
Okay.
connection.
SQL is also easy.
Yes, sir, but it is not downloaded in my system.
No. See, what I'm asking is, when you choose MongoDB, why you chose MongoDB?
Yes.
What is the reason? If you go about working in a company, you cannot make choices based on what you have on your system.
I know the possibility. Sorry, sir. Internet connection error.
Mhm. See, I'm asking, why have you chosen MongoDB?
Yes. Sir, it is schema-less and it is easy to use.
That should not be an answer given by a master student, right? It is easy to use. Even SQL is easy to use. What was the
Yes.
you would say architecture or logical decision which enforced you to choose MongoDB? Just take down a question.
Yes.
Compare MongoDB with SQL. And what are the practical use cases of MongoDB and SQL?
Okay.
Okay, thank you, Atharva. Who's next? See, I don't want you to talk about
Next.
I don't want you to talk about technologies used and you could say those 3 or 4 slides. Just start with the demo and end with what have you learned. Okay, Momo, start.
Sir, I'll just go through the PPT within 2 minutes and then I'll show the demos.
Okay, no sir.
Yeah, sure. So, last game was bad. Yes. So, yes, you've got PPT response, sir?
Yes.
So, yeah, hello everyone, and a very good morning to all. Today I'm going to present a project of OJT management system. The purpose to make this project is to keep track of daily tasks and its progress of students and interns working on OJT period. The problem earlier was during this process, student and instructor had to keep the track of the task manually on the notebook or in the spreadsheet, which was a little bit of hectic work. And sometimes students used to forget adding this and solve this problem. I have made an OJT tracker to track the progress in the dashboard, with which makes work more easier and faster and efficiently. This consists this consists of progress tracking, CSV support, and database integration. And then the feature implementations is I've made a CRUD operation unit, like add, edit task, delete task, complete task. And then the advanced features are CSV export, CSV import, filter task, and the sorting of the task with the dark mode in it. And the database integration is MongoDB integration, API storage, and task saving. Then I've also implemented database storage rather than implementing it on local storage. And I have used MongoDB for the database storage and other technologies like Node.js, Express.js, MongoDB, and Mongoose. Uh, then other this stores the database into the data into database, and and we can keep the backup of this even if error happens in the local storage. uh, and I want to use API operations like get, post, update, delete. And then I've implemented CSV import export to make the manual work more easier, and real time dashboard will also store in the Excel sheet automatically in one click, and we can download and import our data, our previous data into the dashboard. And then I've also uploaded all of my work into the GitHub uh, to track the progress. And I've also added sub branches to make the project more professional and clean workflow of it. And I've created branches like feature CSV import, export, feature MongoDB backend, and feature frontend backend integration. And the benefits of this is safe deployment, code backup, collaboration, ready, version control. And finally, the outcome of this is we got to learn about full stack development, how API integration works, how MongoDB management works, GitHub workflow, DOM manipulation, and project structure. And now we'll start with our demo. So I've already run my code into the Chrome. So this is my dashboard. This is my overall dashboard. So on the left side, there is a dark mode and light mode, and the task role section and dashboard section. Now on the top of it, there is a total count of tasks, completed task, and pending task. Now we'll add a task. We'll add today's date, and we'll working. I've also added more feature like description of it to make it more readable. And we will add it. So it will show as pending, and as you can see, the total task count has increased and pending is increased. Now we can also update our task name and and the description. Also, we can check this, and now our completed count will increase. We can see all the tasks. Even we can sort the completed task. We can check the completed task, and whatever if we want to complete our pending task, we can also check our pending task in it and overall all tasks. And we can sort it as oldest to newest task or the overall every task. And we can also export our data as a CSV file and in an Excel sheet format. That will show all the details about the project.
Okay, Mohammed. Time's up. Let me ask you a few questions. So
Yes.
as you have used Express.js, so
Yes, sir.
what's the primary difference between Node.js and Express.js?
So Node.js is just a server which was implemented to make the JavaScript more better. It is a server side uh, storage. We can make our local storage as a server side storage. And Express.js is a framework which makes the work more easier. And with the help of Express.js, we can implement our database more quickly, sir.
Okay. And
Yeah, and I've also used Postman for with the get post to check the task, and this is my MongoDB campus. So all the data is stored here. Uh, Also in the Excel sheet format also.
Atharva, for you, make use of make use of MongoDB Compass, because that helps you to share your data very quickly. Right now,
Okay, sir.
what happened in your case? You were running MongoDB on your local system, then using Mongo shell, you logged into the local MongoDB instance. You were trying to display the collections. After displaying the collections, you would have added one more query to fetch and show the results. However, if that would have been a MongoDB Compass, all you have to do is just log in, and once you log in, your collection would have been loaded. Just clicking on the collections would have loaded all the records. So, Mohammed, again, the same question which I asked Atharva. Uh,
Yes, sir.
what is the reason for choosing MongoDB?
Sir, first of all, MongoDB have faster deployment and it stores the data into a JSON format. So it makes it more easier for JavaScript, and it makes it more easier to connect with our project. And with the help of Mongoose, we have a proper schema structure of it. Rather than storing the data into a database, we have the data in a JSON format, and each data is stored with an unique ID and in a proper format. So we get a proper detail of each and every task. Like as I will again share my screen and I'll show you
Look,
my
okay,
campus.
got it.
So yeah, so this is how I had made the structure. So it would show the ID, then title, and we get a proper information of how we have done the work and the database storage.
See, I
Yeah.
get that. I get that, but you are not getting to the crux of it. I mean, why Mongo? You're not understanding the question. So I want you to think about what was the decision, or what were the conditions that made you to choose MongoDB. I mean, don't tell me this that the documents are stored in JSON format, so it is easier for, I could say, the front end to render. Even if the document is stored inside SQL, all you have to do is fetch from SQL DB, format the record into a JSON format, and give it to the front end. The front end will do its job.
Sir, also the thing is, it is not that much complex, right? So MongoDB is basically a NoSQL format, so it is more flexible rather than following some rules in SQL. This is what I think, sir.
Okay.
And it is not much complex, so we can simply add and we can go on adding our data. And also the thing is, we have recently also learned MongoDB, so we are implementing it in most of our projects. That it's the reason I have choose basically MongoDB.
And for importing and exporting CSV, what library have you used?
Sir, I've used CSV file. Just a second. Sir, in the script.js, I've used the CSV file and Excel sheet with the help of the JSON files.
Okay, great. Thank you. Who's next?
Yeah. Just a second. Yeah, thank you, sir.
Thank you. Who's next?
Om Patil. Om Patil is next.
Okay. Yes, so start.
Okay. Yes, sir. Is my screen visible, sir?
Yes.
Okay. So good morning. I have not made any PPT perfectly, but I'll directly go with the demo for the project. I'll explain it in shortly. So I am presenting my project OGT Progress Tracker, web-based productivity application developed. I have made using HTML, CSS, and JavaScript. The main purpose of this project is to help students, sir, to manage their and track their daily OJT activities like learning progress, what is the status of the task like completed in progress or another. Also, I have added the basic features as that was requested. Also, dark mode is also added. I will show you.
Yeah, in task title, can you
Yes, sir.
can you add only numbers? Only
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay. So do you think that makes any sense? The task title has only numbers, but no text. Will that make any sense?
No, sir.
Okay. And just scroll down.
Yes, sir. I'm adding task. Wait for a while. Completed 5, pending is 1. You will check.
Okay.
Yes, sir. Sir, what changes you were saying, sir?
No, I was saying that
Yes, sir.
in you could say title, if I add only numbers, task title, it will be accepted, right?
Yes, sir, it will be accepted.
But don't you think
So it must.
that
Yes,
will not
sir.
make any sense, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. And also the user experience. That is, I understand you were given only 1 week to complete this part, but just have a look at your UI. You have done what was asked to
Yes, sir.
complete. You have completed that. But is it the standard way, or you could say the professional way to do things? You answer it.
No, sir. Sir, I'll work on it and I'll update you.
Okay. And apart from that,
Yes, sir.
so what have you learned? What have you learned? What were your learnings for week 1?
Yes, sir.
What were your
Sir,
learnings for week 1?
sir, I have learned about setup, Git, and basically, sir, I have also understand that I need to implement this in a better way. Like it's looking too normal, sir.
In
So I'll work on it, sir, and
tell me.
so I'll do it in proper way.
Okay. So for the back
Uh,
for the backend side, have you used Node.js?
no, sir, I have not used Node.js.
What have you used?
Sir, I have used JavaScript
Mm-hmm.
Yes, sir. JavaScript I have used.
Okay. And
Yes.
why is that?
What's up? For JavaScript to add functionalities to the projects, like adding new tasks, existing of tasks, marking task as completed and all.
So basically, that thing is happening from your front end file.
What's up?
The entire thing is happening from your front end file.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay.
I think.
And the
But sir, I'll work on backend also and I'll develop these better.
Mhm.
Some yes, sir.
Talking about the DB, these values stored into local storage or database?
Local storage.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. Okay. Thank you. Who's next?
Sir, I'm next. I will be sharing my screen. Sir, I'll work on it and let you know, sir.
Sure.
My screen visible to all, sir.
Yes.
I will be running my project for and this is my dashboard, sir, where you can see how many tasks I have added and how many are completed. It also shows the progress report. So in task module, we can directly add task, whatever new task if we want to add. And here no duplication IDs are allowed. If I suppose I have already added task number 4, if I try adding something here, uh, it will be showing error message.
Okay.
The task ID already exists. Also, you have to add a new task ID. So, and here in task ID, you can
So Ravi, just one question. Don't you think
yes.
task ID should have been generated in the backend?
Sir, a random task ID means I can integrate that random ID could be generated, but sir, randomly it was generating means long numbers. And here, if we add manually task ID, it will be means we can remember those short IDs and what it will be much easier for us only, sir.
See, now let us say,
I have added.
okay, now let us say let us say there are 1 lakh tasks in the database. And I am coming into your app and trying to add a task ID. So I'll have to enter 1 lakh and 1.
For such long uses, we can add random there. I think I have decided only to means I never thought that we can use such big for big tasks, right? Only that can not. That's why I have added ID manually. We can add a random generation ID. What
Okay.
here?
And when you say random and from here adding a random task ID, so what were you planning to use
Yes.
for generating random numbers?
Random generator. Sir. Random generator.
What?
We can use rand function for random generation of ID.
Okay. And instead of that, don't you think there's another option of using UUID, Universal Unique Identifiers?
Sir, I have no idea about that.
Okay, just note it down using UUIDs.
Okay. UUID. Okay. Yes. Sir, from here, sir, we can enter the task ID or name,
Mm-hmm.
directly get full details about it below. What notes we have added, what is the task name and status of it. Also, for here from action part, we can, sorry, from not here, dashboard. From dashboard, we directly can add task, means complete, mark is complete or not complete, edit it and delete the task. This model will show how much progress we have done. If any of them are pending, it will show the that is pending. From note section, sir, we can add the task ID and change its note section, and it will be automatically changed. Suppose my task ID was 4, and I have added as focus on UI improvement and added features. If anything I add here, that will be modified. See, sir, here it has changed up.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
And the summary will show everything all together, sir. What was the task ID and task name and its status and what notes I have written related to those tasks.
Okay. And say in your OGT tracker, since everybody is showing totally as pending tasks, so
Yes.
have you added user-based tasks? For example, if I log into your OGT tracker, will I be seeing your tasks as well, or only my tasks?
Sir, here only it is means not for many users. I have not added authentication part and all. So this will be only showing my task what I have added. Uh, you can means you can add your own task if you open, but it will show all together means all the tasks which are added.
Okay, so it should. I mean, is it the case for all? Oh, Mohammad Atharva.
Sir, for means separate users we can add a authentication part.
Sir, I mean, if we make more users, like logging for more users, we will get the new dashboard for each of everyone. I think, I guess, and then we can add our own task in that year. We can make it in that way.
Okay.
And sir, what I have learned is that I really didn't know about what is readme file is. I already created a project, but I never add readme file. So I learned how to create readme file, and also in my project I have also integrated Flagbox, hover effect, and what are CSS grids. So I learn about those things also. And in colleges we used to work everything on a single means our css file and html and script file, everything was on a single. So I have tried means making full-fledged working in separate files and how everything works.
Okay. And why didn't you create a presentation?
I've created presentations, sir.
So
I have created, but earlier, this was what I have done in HTML and CSS styling, sir. Uh, there are side bar navigations and dynamic tables for notes records, and it is ID based where we can directly access data through its ID by entering the ID. I have used CSS grids, which will means if we open the website on mobile, it will automatically adjust the screen sizes. And in JavaScript's event, I have used on click button. It triggers whenever we click on the add task. It will add the task, or we can also change to deleting or editing. um, I have used local storage for saving all my data, sir, because this was what actually mentioned in the PPT that you have said. And I thought that this will be more easier for me in the beginning phase, because there doesn't require any uh, external server, it means external database integration.
Hmm. Okay, Ravi. Time's up. Who's next? Yes, Ritesh.
Sir, my screen is visible.
Not yet. Yeah. Now I can. Now it is.
Okay, sir. This is my overall dashboard of Positive project, Positive Progress Tracker project. In this, I have make a simple UI using HTML, CSS, and JavaScript. There is user can search their task or enter task or add date. Also, there added technology, what technology. Also, there hiding data pending in progress not completed.
Yeah.
For the user add task, it shows the bottom of this UI. Yes, sir. I have added a one task here.
Mm-hmm. So have you integrated the database?
No, sir. Currently, I am using local storage. I will use SQL for this. I using Java also backend. In next page, sir. There is no sessions. Okay, sir. I am added one task and this task show here. Also, I can read this task if my or also shows this task is what progress pending or rejected or pending completed or with
Delete a task.
also delete deleters and
So when you click on delete a task, so you are just removing that from the local storage.
yes,
So no APIs are used.
yes.
Okay. See Ritesh.
But sir, currently I am using a local storage, but we in next page I will use the script MongoDB or script.
Right. See, I mean, you have been given an entire week to do this. Why was this not done in the entire week? Any reason?
Sir, currently I am in my village, sir, so lot of work in my farm. So I am not have much more time, so that's why I am not in integrated database.
Okay.
Sorry for that, sir. But
No, no.
I will do so.
I understand you have a lot of work, but think from your career perspective that
Yes,
whenever you will sit for interviews, you cannot say that I was busy doing household work, hence I did not learn about EKs. So that is going to impact you. If you want, I can talk to your parents. I can talk to your parents as well if they are not understanding this.
no, sir, no problem. No, let tomorrow, no, sir. Next week I am totally free, sir.
Okay. Okay, Ritesh. And did you create a PPT?
Yes, sir.
So when were you planning to show that?
This is my PPT presentation, sir.
Okay. Okay, Ritesh.
Can I present, sir?
No, I just want to understand what have you learned from this? What were your learnings?
Okay, sir. In this week, I have learned how to build a complete front-end project using HTML, CSS, JavaScript, and I implemented task management features like add, delete, and search functionalities, and using how to local storage use their data store or something. I also learn about CRUD operations using JavaScript, also DOM manipulations, also.
Okay. Thank you, Ritesh. Who's next?
This is thank you.
Rupesh, is it right?
Hello, sir. My screen is visible.
Yes.
Yes, sir. Okay. Uh, so my presentation for the OGT progress packer. So basically, in this project, I learned a lot of things to look from starting and do ending of this project. Start was the day one. For the day one, uh, I focus on project setup and environment configuration. Then I created a folder structure and connected to HTML, CSS, JavaScript, IE. And then I initialized Git version and created a GitHub repository, manage up. And I also performed the Git commit and push comments. This did I mainly about preparing a proper development. And then I for the day two. Sir, basically, when we have building a project, first we have maintain. First we have draw architecture. Without architecture, we can't create a project. First we have all the doing have to plan. Then on the second day, I design a wireframe, a basic architecture for what I actually did, the what to do in this project. Then the second day, I design a wireframe. And the next day, I design a front end user interface development. I developed the user interface for the application. Then I created the complete HTML structure and style using the CSS. Uh, and then I also made a responsive layout so I can work properly on different screen sizes. Uh, then the next day, I focus on the core functionality on this project with using a JavaScript language. And I also uh, I also try to learn a JavaScript because on the day 4 I implement the core functionality. Then I added the feature like add task, delete task.
Okay, Rupesh, just walk me through the demo. And have you integrated database or still local storage? Okay. So when you say responsive design, what makes the UI responsive? Or what do you mean by responsive UI?
Sir, 1 minute. Sir, basically a responsive UI is it automatically adjusts its layout basic different screen sizes. Using I with the using of CSS, a flexible layout, percentage based sizing. In the project, for example, the summary cards are displayed in the horizontal row in triangle.
Seeing.
Sir, that's
And when you say that you are using local storage, right? So where if I want to delete something from it, how do you do that? How to delete an element from local storage? Hello, Rupesh? Hello, Rupesh? Hello, am I audible?
yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes.
So Rupesh, how to delete an element from the local storage?
Sir, I using in JavaScript local storage from remove item function
Hmm.
or task from the local storage.
Hmm.
I use that. Sir.
Okay. And if I want to raise a pull request, if I want to raise a pull request, what are the steps? Walk me through the steps of raising a pull request.
Sir, I did not uh, do, sir. Uh,
Okay, got it.
to keep work on this, sir. Basically, I just work on the basic commands: git push, git add, and branching.
Okay, so is your code available on the GitHub repo?
Yes, sir. Available, sir.
Okay. And have you used AI?
Basically, sir, I use AI for how to design a wireframe. Then I use it for CSS to better UI designing. How to use CSS
Okay.
to color.
And this is applicable to all. If you are using AI, after using it, make sure that you understand whatever the code that you are using it. Don't just copy paste it blindly. Because if you copy paste it blindly, you may encounter a day wherein you will have a priority one bug and you will not be able to fix it because you were just relying on AI. So don't do that.
No, sir. I just basically I use it for just coloring how to miss how to contain this design.
No, I'm not saying to you only, Rupesh. I'm saying to the entire class. Okay. So who's next?
Hello,
Yes.
am I audible?
Yes, you are.
Yes, sir. I'll start presenting my screen.
Mm-hmm. Who is it? Samantha. Okay.
Yes, sir. Good evening, everyone. Today I have made an OGT tracker, progress tracker. This is my PPT. I'll finish it in 1 minute and then I'll go to show the demo. So this OGT progress tracker that I have made, it is an internship task management and productivity tracker. It was developed using HTML, CSS, and JavaScript and local storage. And this was the very first.
You haven't shared your screen.
Is it visible now?
Not yet. It is not visible.
It is visible now.
Yes, now it is.
Yes, sir. So this is my PPT that I have made. It was the progress tracker was developed using HTML, CSS, JavaScript, and local storage. And this was the very first version of it that I had made. And moving on to my demo, this is I have made 4 pages. This is the first dashboard. It shows today's priorities and then the upcoming deadlines of a year. And this is the focus timer, just that way to start. We could start, pause, and reset buttons. And here you can also mark your task, progress, in progress, completed. Here you can also edit your tasks over here. You can change its priority and you can save it. And for the second page, this is the add task page.
I think your server is not running. लोकल पे एक बार चेक करो आपका जो रेपो है वो रन हो रहा है क्या.
Yes, sir. So this is the add task page. I will demonstrate adding a task. For example,
Okay, Samantha, I assume it works. Just tell me, have you integrated database and the import and export CSV part?
no, sir. It is just working on local storage. And I have mainly this time focused on improving the user experience, the visual and everything. And I will soon add the database part also. I said for the first project and for the basics, I will try to focus on the front end.
Mm-hmm.
So I added this calendar also over here. It shows the task for each selected date, and here again I can edit it.
Mm-hmm. Okay, and for UI part, have you used any CSS libraries?
No, sir.
So how come your UI is, it is above average, I will say, but the look and feel is good. So you have done it, you have done it using purely CSS and not any CSS libraries.
No, no, sir.
Okay.
Just this.
So I would suggest look into Tailwind CSS.
Okay, sir. Tailwind CSS. Okay. And my learnings and outcomes as with this project was the most that for the first time I used GitHub to upload my files and all. And this was the first time I think I have improved the user look and feel a lot. And also, it's a working project.
Okay.
The most hardest part to implement was connecting all the 4 pages and this task management, this calendar aware. Here you can change the month also, and then accordingly it will show you the task scheduled in the month.
Mm. Okay, so Samantha, next part is integrate database. After integrating database, I want you to host this on GitHub, and it is a case. It is applicable to all. Try hosting your app using GitHub, or you can also host it using Vercel. So when you host it on Vercel, you will get an URL. Share that URL with me. I'll try adding a few tasks. I'll try adding a few tasks into your OJT progress tracker.
Okay, sir.
Okay, who's next?
Thank you.
Who's next?
Hello, sir. Good morning. Hello.
Yes, Sharvari.
Today I'm presenting my OGT progress tracker project, which I developed using HTML, lessons, and Node.js MongoDB. Mm. The main purpose of this project is to help a student and training monitor their OGT tasks, progress, store mentors, feedbacks, and improve productivity during training. The task management, a user can add daily tasks with the title, date, categories, and the status. Then dashboard automatically calculate total tasks, complete tasks pending, and the progress percentage. Then note mentor mentor feedback and daily learning notes can also be added for better tracking. Attendance feature is added to mark daily presence. Achievement feature uh, for motivate a user to complete tasks regularly. Productivity streak.
So what were your learnings?
Sir, through this project, I learned front-end, back-end integration, MongoDB connectivity, and API handling and debug.
Just walk me through the implementation of add task API. Just explain the implementation of add task API.
Okay, sir. At, and task API used to save your tasks information from the front end into system database to local storage.
Okay, so you have given details about what add task does. But I am asking, explain the code-wise implementation of add task.
Sir, code wise.
When I say code-wise, you have added a route. After the route, from the route, then that goes to the controller. From the controller, the database connection happens. From the controller, after the database is connected, the task is added to database, and then the response is sent back to the UI. This flow.
Sir, not keeping much.
Sorry. I said to explain about the add task API implementation. Where have you defined the route? From the route, you call which controller, then how the database connection works. After the database connection, how that exact insertion logic happens.
Sir, I am not prepared for.
Okay. See, when you say that you have integrated database, when you say that you have integrated, you could say import, export, CSV flow, I want you to not just implement, I want you to understand as well. Because your understanding is the most important part, not implementing. I can create this OGT tracker within 2 hours. It will not take more than 2 hours. But the important idea, the core idea of this entire big task is to understand what we are trying to learn. First, Git, the version control system. Then, an overview or understanding of HTML, CSS. How do we create an UI? After that, what is local storage? Replacing local storage with database. When database comes into picture, obviously you need API. This entire flow is replicated across any other apps that you will be doing or you will be developing even when you join a company. So, sure, if you take it lightly, you are going to suffer going forward. Always keep these things in your mind that the idea is not to get the task done. The idea is to learn why we are doing this task. And this is applicable for all, not just for Shavaris. I hope the idea is clear.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I will do better and improve my project in next.
Okay. And did you create a presentation?
Yes, sir.
See, I mean, don't let me ask each one of you, did you create a presentation? Because your communication, presentation, demo, question, and implementation. These are the 5 sections across which I am evaluating you all. So if you don't show your presentation, I'll directly put in a 0. Okay. I think your time's up. Who's next? Who's next?
Shubham sir. Shubham left.
Shubham Inge. Shubham Inge.
Okay. So who's going?
Yes, sir. Is my voice audible?
Yes.
Let me second.
Go on, Shubham, fast. You have only 5 minutes.
Sir, there is a problem for sharing a screen.
Okay.
Only.
Yes, Ravi.
Sir, I think when I was presenting, I didn't realize that my screen was turned off when I was sharing my PPT. I made my PPT at the last. I can show you if you want, sir.
Yeah, sure. Just show me at the end. Let Shubham Mali complete.
Okay. Sir, there is a problem because I am not unable to share screen.
Okay.
So can I after that Shubham Mali share my screen?
Yeah, sure. So Shubham Mali, please go ahead.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Hello. Okay. So, sir, good morning, sir. My project is I develop a OJT progress tracker. And, then, sir, during OJT, student often face difficulties managing task progress, and maintaining reports. And then, to solve this problem, I developed the progress tracker.
Okay, sure.
An object.
Sorry to cut you off. Got it. Just go to the demo part.
Okay.
Okay, so Shubham Mali has also added a login page. Good.
Yes, sir. Sir, here you can show. Sir, here you can see. Uh, Before, if are a new student, then we are a register here. New student register. Then name, email, and password and register. And but if you have already an account, then you can log in here.
Okay.
For example, suppose I can log in here and enter email and password. Then login, then see dashboard here, my dashboard here separately. Then
Got it.
here task summary, total task, pending task. And sir, I implemented a strict feature. Suppose for example, user means student completed daily one task, then a streak is increased. And for example, if you are not today any task completed, then your streak will loss. Means student stay consistent
Shubham,
like this.
how are you implementing
Yes,
this
sir.
streak feature?
Sir, stick feature, I was implemented date using completed add function. Uh, Before all completed task in collecting dates and remove duplicate dates and this unique dates is present in there, so the stick will be increased.
Okay, so let us say today I have completed task 1, and the completed at is 1 p.m. and tomorrow I have completed another task and that task's completed at is 3 p.m. So will that count as a streak of 1 day?
Yes, sir, 12 p.m. Is means 24 hours in completed at one day.
Okay. So when I say I complete one task,
Sir, I can show here is for example.
see I can see your presentation screen, not other screen. So if you're sharing something else, yes, I can.
Sir, one minute, sir.
So I think, in my opinion, Shubham Mali has thought about everything. He has added admin login as well. He has added student login as well. And his OJT tracker will show dashboard. If I log in, if I log in using my credential, I will see only my dashboard. Whereas in case of,
Sir, you can see, sir, you can see my screen.
yes, now I can.
The I before it, yeah, I was already to register here new student, and for example I can log in, sir.
Shubham, don't walk me through the login and registration part. Just explain the streak part to me.
Sir,
I mean the logic of streak. How are you calculating streaks?
sir, I told uh, all completed tasks that are collected in the database and remove duplicates dates, and uh, these data are present in there, so streak will be increased, otherwise streak will be decreased.
Okay.
Means loss decrease.
Okay.
And sir, here is a student dashboard.
Mm.
And if you are log out and one of the admin login here, sir. Here admin password
Shubham, you.
and login. So admin see there all students data. For example, here are Shubham.
Shubham,
Yes, sir.
just hold on for a second. Whenever you are presenting, just take a pause. It's not necessary to explain each and everything. If the person upfront is asking you a question, wait for that. Let him ask a question and then answer it. Okay. I mean, it is not necessary to just go about. I have done this. I have done this. I have done that. This is done. That is done. There's no need.
Sorry, sir.
I understand you have completed it. I also got to know about the streak feature, the logic behind it. The next question is, have you implemented the exporting and importing part of CSV?
No, sir, I have not the import and export CSV.
Okay. And when we talk about say APIs, so did you face any challenge while writing APIs or any challenges that were faced?
Yes, sir. Yes, many more challenges. Uh, the API are not working. 404 error. So both lot of errors facing, sir.
And did you solve those errors manually or using AI?
No, sir. I can try using means manually, but if I not able to solving them, I can help. I help them to AI.
Okay. Okay, Shubham. Thank you. Shubham Ingit.
Okay, thank you, sir.
Yes, sir. Sir, is my skin visible?
Yes.
So this is a PPT. At Project Smart Productivity Tracker. This systems a user to allow create, manage tasks, track daily progress, maintain notes, analyze productivity through the dashboard. Here for the front end, I use HTML, CSS, and JavaScript to create responsive and user-friendly interfaces. For the backend, I use Node.js and Express.js with the help of Builder APIs. For the data storage, I use MongoDB Atlas, and the architecture consists of three layers. First, front end layer. Here, user interact with the process request and uh, handling with this logic in the backend layers. What will you do?
You just go to the demo part. So Shubham, was that you? The wallpaper?
So, wallpaper, this is my picture.
Okay.
1 minute form.
So everybody must know Shubham is a gawala.
Yes.
Shubham is a shit.
No, sir. So is my project skin visible?
Yes, yes, it is. I'm just joking, Shubham. Don't take it personally. Just trying to lighten up the environment. That's it.
Yes, sir. So currently there are 5 total tasks, 3 complete tasks, two pending, and 60% are the productivity rate. Below that, user can add a new task by entering task name. Here are the category name like documentation learning and date. Also, upside there are priority level status high, mid, or low. Below that, after clicking add task, uh, the information is stored in a MongoDB Atlas and displayed instantly. Below that, this section is information about the total tasks which are entered. Don't mix them.
Just click on close, Shubham.
Only.
Click on that.
Yes. And there are 3 crude operations: completed, edit option, and edit option. These are marked as completed the task. Here, this error solution task is a learning mode. When we add it section, here are the solution error solution. Okay. Uh, Here mark completed. The updating notification are come here. Status, and here pending or total task are 5 and complete task are 4. The productivity rate 40%.
And so below that, how are you calculating productivity?
Yes, sir.
How are you calculating productivity percentage?
is the ratio of complete task and pending task. Below that, the total task.
Okay, is it completed task, ratio of completed by pending or completed by total tasks?
Ratio of the completed total task.
Okay.
There are such method in such picture. Such here test a schedule or randomly the case UI
How the
random or
just how this searching part is working?
this UI inbuilt JavaScript, pure JavaScript applications.
Okay. And did you integrate database?
Yes, sir. I use a database. Here options, task. Database here.
There's one user, and I don't see any tasks. Go to the task collection. Click on it.
So this is my internal problem because of data are stored but not visible in Compass
Okay.
database Compass. So one feature I
There is a task analytics. Okay.
so here is a ratio of the how many tasks are completed and how many tasks are in pending in this task schedule. These are user database user easily. I also added daily notes. These are accessible notes. When we enter a daily note or remembering what I done here or what we I done tomorrow. These notes will be accessible.
Okay. And did you add the import export CSV part?
Yes, sir. I added only exports CSV file, which I use in a pure JavaScript application. Its data are manually it's completely download the CSV data which total task and completed here.
Mm. Okay. Okay, Shubham. Thanks a lot.
Okay, thank you, sir.
So I want Sauravi, can you share your PPT? Just 1 minute.
Yes, sir. Yes.
So when I was explaining, I forgot to switch on my screen. I explained it already as for Flex. I have used Flexbox and CSS Grid for my CSS part, and for implementation of event handlers. These are the event actual code logic which I have used. There are click triggers and on key up that powers the search engine.
Mhm.
This it's my dashboard module which shows all the cards and the this is the screenshot of task module which automatically generates that time, sir, when you have asked me how can we add for 1 lakh task. So sir, here is an means I have added that it auto increments the ID. Not every time we have manually. If we want that only time we can add those ID. If we don't want it, automatically increments by 1.
Mm. Okay.
And these screenshot of tasks
Mm.
and CRUD operations. For CRUD operations, I have also added actual logic.
Got it, Ravi. Thank you. So I have noted down some feedbacks which is applicable for all. First is everybody thinks the same. That is, no one except you could say Shubham Mali has added this login functionality. The thought never came to your mind that your app may be used by someone else. And if someone else is using it, I am not interested in seeing your daily tasks. All I want to see is only my tasks, right? So the first feedback is everybody thinks the same. Don't be in that loop. Think a lot. Whenever a question is given to you, think from the perspective of making that app or deploying that app onto Play Store or App Store. Go with that perspective. Second, for most of the cases, the UI part or user interface is completed for the sake of completion. I just want to do it. I want to complete this task no matter what. Some student have shown the add task button as big as an input card. That is bad user experience. One should not do it. And then instead of using plain CSS, just search about are there any CSS libraries available. That will introduce you to some other useful libraries which will give you ready-made piece of code that you can use it on the go. No need for you to reinvent the wheel. And at last, most of you have used Node.js and Express.js. So that requires your front end code must be sitting in some other repository. Your backend code must be sitting in some other repository. So I want all of you to explore Next.js. As Express.js is a framework. Similarly, there is another framework, Next.js, using which you can have both your front end and back end code inside the same framework. I want you to explore that. And as everybody is thinking, don't think in that manner. So I would like all of you to clap for Shubham Mali because he has gone a step ahead and he has thought about the entire project from actually deployment perspective and not just for the sake of completion.
Thank you, sir.
And secondly, we should also praise Shubham Hinge because he has done a flawless implementation. When I say flawless, he has taken into consideration importing and exporting CSVs. Then whatever the questions that I'm asking him, he's able to answer all the questions. Don't compare yourself with others. The end goal that you should have in your mind is, what am I learning from this activity? That's it. That should be the end goal. And also, most of you lack on the communication part. English is not our first language. I understand. Fluency will not be as good as compared to Britishers, but this is a language which is needed in order to get into wherever you are deciding to get into. So make use of English as much as possible. If you speak in English as much as possible, that will improve your language. So just summarizing, don't think as everybody is thinking. Don't complete the tasks for the sake of completion. Explore libraries. Don't do the manual work. Don't reinvent the wheel. If there are libraries, make use of those libraries. If you encounter some errors, try fixing those errors manually first. Then go to Stack Overflow and at last go to AI. Don't go to AI in the first instance. And at last, explore the Next.js framework. So again, thank you all for attending today's call, giving the demo. I'll soon share I'll soon share the week 1's marks on the WhatsApp group that we have created, and it will also be shared with Vimla ma'am, and Vimla ma'am will be sharing with the college department. So tomorrow we'll connect at 10 a.m. and we'll start with the week 2. Okay, again, thank you all. Thank you all for your time. Thank you for joining, for creating the presentation, for demoing, and I hope you would have learned valuable from week 1 of our on-job training, and you will make use of those going ahead in the future, be it in an IT company or say your own startup. So thanks a lot. We'll connect tomorrow at 10 a.m.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.